Hello and welcome to Shelby High School, where the number 1 Crimson Flashes of Willard look to strike down the number 3 Polar Bears of Margaretta. It's a heavyweight bout for the Shelby District title, and it's all brought to you live and free next.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We deploy our investigators to preserve evidence. We have the courtroom experience to show the insurance companies that we mean business. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt. Contact us at besmartlegal.com.
Schaefer Danhoff Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Willard has the no-hassle environment you want and the selection you need. Whether you are looking for a new or pre-owned, Schaefer Danhoff is the easiest place to buy a vehicle from start to finish. It truly will be the easiest car buying experience of your life. Schaefer Danhoff is a family-owned dealership that still does things the old-fashioned way, with old-fashioned values, serving the area since 1964. View all their inventory at SchaeferDanhoff.com.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Schaefer, Danhoff, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram.
Hello and welcome back to Shelby High School, where Storm Bluntschly is joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett. And Garret, we got early matinee tournament basketball.
An early matchup here, Storm, for the Shelby District Final. It's going to be an exciting one. These two teams split in the regular season conference play. Willard won 62-42, and then Margaretta the next night out beat them 55-38. So we're in for some good matchups here, Storm.
Starting off with the Willard Flashes, their offense plays very well together.
They got a lot of good scores on this Lady Flashes squad. McKenna Stevens, the leading scorer for the Flashes, with a near 17 points per game and 8.5 rebounds. She can get it done either at the three-point line or down low.
Let's take a look at these starting lineups for Margaretta. Jalil Keller, Eliana Schaefer, Kylie Leibacher, Eden Palamo, and Devin Eisenhower. For the Crimson Flashes, Haley Sowers, Layla Davis, McKenna Stevens, Grace Hall, and Tristan Buurma. Thank you so much for our wonderful starting lineups that were made by Adam Thompson himself, the myth, the man, the legend. But Garret, like you said before, these two teams know each other well.
Margaretta is a very good offensive team too, Storm. They got a few good scorers on this team. Kylie Leibacher being one of them, averaging 15.5 a game and almost 10 rebounds. So she can also get down there and rebound as well. Here's the tip.
The jump goes to the number 1 seeded Willard Crimson Flashes. They're going to have it for the first time on offense. Here early in the first quarter, they decide to take a three-pointer, and the Willard bench erupts as the Crimson Flashes go on top by 3.
One of the better shooters for the Willard Flashes, Grace Hall, 36% from downtown, and right there she splashes one to get Willard on the board as Margaretta does get fouled. We'll head to the line.
Schaefer is going to be fouled on the driving side, put on a terrific move, is going to step up to the line for 2 opportunities at the free throw line. Garret, we had a chance to see Margaretta early in the season versus Shelby, and they took care of business on their home court.
Yeah, I was really expecting Shelby to come in there and beat Margaretta on the road, but Margaretta really surprised me. They kind of shut down Shelby. I've never seen Shelby in shambles like they were. I believe that was the first game of the season. I may be wrong, but right there she knocks down those free throws.
A 1-point ball game here in the early goings, as you see on the Ohio Health scoreboard. Dials has it now for the Crimson Flashes. Willard had a three-pointer on their first attempt. Get a nice feed inside. That one hangs on the rim and rolls in.
Beautiful pass down low to Tristan Buurma, who was wide open. Perfect setup and gets the easy layup for 2 to extend this to a 3-point lead.
Margaretta trying to answer now. Had free throws on their first attempt by that player you see right there. Schaefer driving again, taking it strong to the hole. Is going to not get fouled that time. Offensive rebound collected by Leibacher. Not able to get it to go on the second opportunity. Crimson Flashes in the fast break situation. Stevens has it, takes it all the way to the hoop, and the Willard Flashes come out hot in the early goings.
What a take right there, a strong take to the rack. McKenna Stevens all the way, got the steal on the other end and took it for the easy layup.
Schaefer has it now, swings it over. Margaretta once again on offense, dribbling all the way in the lane. Another foul right there on Palamo. She's going to step up to the line as we take a look at the replay sponsored by Schaefer Danhoff. Stevens just driving all the way to the hoop and finishing ruthlessly at the rim.
Margaretta needs to settle down as Eden Palamo heads to the free throw line for her first attempt, and she does knock down the first one.
So Savonsak steps in, the first substitution of the night. That's going to be for the Willard Flashes. Palamo has another opportunity at the free throw line. That one goes in as well. Willard has been rolling on offense here, looking to score once again. Dials has it across the midcourt line, setting things up for Willard. Goes to her left, kicks it out to the corner. Hall's waiting for it, skip pass. Almost lost control, able to retain possession. Margaretta wanted to travel, not going to get it. Instead, Willard's going to get 2 opportunities at the charity stripe.
Thought that could have been called a travel, Storm, but Layla Dials got the pass from her teammate, took it down low, and took some contact. She's a replay right here. Definitely some contact with the swipe down foul.
Great move there on the low block from Dials, and she's going to get rewarded with 2 shots at the charity stripe. Garrett, we always say it, I believe, on every broadcast, never want to swipe down at the basketball when you're playing defense. The ref's going to see that, and they're going to call the foul.
It's almost a given. Every time you try to swipe down, you're going to get some kind of contact, either the head, the elbow, the arm. Something's going to get slapped, and right there, Dials makes that a point, takes the free throw line, and knocks down both.
Schaefer with a spin move in the lane, looking to will her team back into this one, and she does with that 2-pointer off the dribble drive.
Beautiful take by the leading scorer for the Lady Polar Bears, averaging 16 points a game, and she is going to need a great night tonight if they want to upset Willard.
Dials has it once again for Willard on the 3-point line. Looking to get it inside. They do. Quick post shot. Not going to get it. Sticks with it. Puts it up. And another foul. So free throws coming in bunches in the first quarter of this big game.
Very physical play, Storm. And see the replay right here is Stevens just went and wanted it more than any Polar Bear player, and she got the offensive rebound. It's heading to the stripe, but we usually see Margaretta, the better rebounding team. I believe they average over 35 rebounds a game, but right now Willard is out-rebounding them on the glass.
Yeah, the basketball shows no bias out there on the court. Whoever wants it is going to be who gets it. It's all about Hartman going for those rebounds as Stevens knocks down the second one. Schaefer, the leading scorer tonight for Margaretta, bringing it up the court, kicks it over to Eisenhower. Dribbles to her left, somehow manages to get that one out to the 3-point line, resetting things. Almost a big unforced error there for Margaretta, able to keep it, driving all the way inside. Off-balance layup, not going to fall. Crimson flashes the other way, trying to take an opportunity on the fast break. Going to turn that one over as well. Garrett, some sloppy play, maybe a little bit of nerve setting in for both these teams.
Both teams coming into this game have played each other twice in the season, and they split the season series. Willard won 62-42, and both times these teams met, one team really pulled away late. Willard won by 20, and then Margaretta also won by a hefty margin, I believe 17. So both teams really, whichever one goes on the farthest run is really going to take away.
Dials, the primary ball handler, takes it all the way inside, kisses it off the glass, and this Willard bench just seems like they're having a ton of fun here.
There's a lot of fans in the building, Storm. It's great to see this. The atmosphere is back. This is exactly what high school basketball means right here.
Schaefer once again on offense, being hedged to the right, decides to pop the 3 off the top of the backboard. Now struggle for the rebound. Bodies flying on the floor. Couple of elbows being thrown, and the Flashes somehow come up with that. Looking to take an opportunity on the fast break. Dials has it all the way down the lane. Takes her 2 steps. Uses them effectively. Forces Margaretta to call a timeout, and Willard is hyped up.
Exactly what Aaron Kokendorfer needed to do was get a timeout. The Polar Bears are struggling offensively, and it's really been Willard being the more physical team. They are fighting for these rebounds down low and getting them really at will.
It has been the fast break for the Flashes, really dominating things. I mean, they get a stop on defense, and then they are just out and running.
And so far, it's been Layla Dials all night long. She's been penetrating that inside, and there's no Polar Bear defenders to step up and guard her when she's there, and she just gets easy free layups as both teams check out of the timeouts.
Margaretta is going to have possession of the basketball out of the timeout. Leibacher set to inbound to Schaefer. Schaefer now has it, drives inside, kicks it out to Maya Miller. She has it on the left wing, takes a screen, brings things back out, resets. Eisenhower now tries to rifle that one inside. Going to be a batted pass. Somehow sticks with Margaretta. They try to sneak it inside and do quick post move, almost a travel. But a terrific hook shot goes up and in to get the Polar Bears back on track.
Tremendous move right there from Kylie Leibacher. Down low with the post moves, the fancy footwork, and got the spin move to go with the left hand.
Dials the other way on offense, drops a defender, catches some ankles, steps back, puts up a 3-pointer. Teammate right there to grab the rebound. Another beautiful feed inside for the Flashes. and they answer right back with a two of their own.
Beautiful pass down low from Tristan Buurma over to McKenna Stevens, who is wide open. Margaretta has got to get some defense going because they are struggling.
Polar Bears really trying to score quickly, not really taking their time on offense. Another scrappy play right there as both these teams are hustling a ton tonight, diving for loose balls and extra rebounds. I mean, this is a tough game.
Willard already up 8 points. Margaretta, you don't want this one to slip away too soon. Got to get some points on the board, get some momentum back because they are struggling here on offense.
Margaretta inbounds, moving the ball around the perimeter, being a little more patient on this opportunity. Maya Miller has it. Gonna get her with the travel. And Garrett, I know we had written down the Willard Flashes defense. Didn't get a chance to talk about them, but what a better time than now.
That is exactly where they excel at. They only allow 36 points a game, and that is amazing defense from Coach Barry Powell. They just dominate defensively. They force a lot of turnovers, and when you do get the opportunity to shoot, you tend to don't make them when you're playing Willard, and right now it is showing as Margaretta gets a block on the other end.
That hurt us talking about the Willard Flashes defense. How about some Margaretta defense right there? As Schaefer with a mean rejection, not only getting it done on the offensive end, but on the defensive end as well.
Margaretta desperately needs a basket here to cut down on some of this momentum and stop the bleeding. Willard has got all the momentum, and they're going crazy on this sideline as they continue to do so.
Schaefer has been trying to get into the lane and get some easy layups to go. Not very successful so far. I believe she only has one layup to her name in this one, as Willard is just owning in the post down low. And on the offensive glass as they get another one and put it in from point-blank range.
Tristan Buurma is beasting and feasting down low. You have got to put a body on her because she is owning Margaretta on the glass by herself.
See how Margaretta decides to answer as Maya Miller sneaks that one inside. Back out, triple try on the way. And maybe that's the spark Margaretta needs to get back on track as they get a steal. Schaefer inside with the mid-range try and a 5-point swing for the Polar Bears.
Just like that, Storm. It's a 5-point game. It was just 10. I believe they just scored in under 5 seconds right there. Eliana Schaefer got the steal and got the easy mid-range jumper to go.
Willard being patient on this one, trying to set up a play, trying to make sure they score as Dials kicks it over to the corner. Three-pointer to answer off the rim. Another offensive rebound for the Crimson Flash. Mid-range try off the backboard. And the Lady Bears finally able to secure a rebound, taking it on the fast break as Leibacher kicks it out to the three-point line. Mid-range try from Eisenhower. Falls off target. Schaefer with an offensive rebound, and from that same spot as one possession ago, gets that one to go, Ryman accidentally.
You cannot leave Schaefer wide open from mid-range. She is a killer on back-to-back possessions from that mid-range try. She's got both shots to go.
Under 1 minute to play in a tightly contested first quarter where the Crimson Flashes are on top of the Margaretta Polar Bears. Willard seems like they're trying to hold for the last shot. As Dials turns it over, costly mistake right there as Margaretta now is going to have an opportunity for the last shot. Decide to take the three-pointer instead, and that was the right choice as it rattles around the rim and in.
It's been a 10-point run, Storm. I believe in the last minute and 30 seconds, Margaretta has come to life as the fans for Willard are now on their feet.
Both fans' bases on their feet. This is exciting. Under 10 to play. Dials drives inside, gets caught, gets it into the paint. Almost another turnover. Able to hold on to a tip by a Margaretta player. That's going to be out of bounds. And they're going to call Willard's ball with 4.1. The Crimson Flashes desperate for a bucket here to get some momentum going into the second quarter. It's been a while for them without a score. With 4.1, almost another gaff. Dials able to collect it with 3. 2 seconds, three-pointer on the way! Off of the rim and out, and that's going to do it here for the first quarter, where things are all knotted between the Crimson Flashes and the Polar Bears. Going to take a quick break. You have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Schaefer-Danhoff Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Willard has the no-hassle environment you want and the selection you need. Whether you are looking for a new or pre-owned, Schaefer-Danhoff is the easiest place to buy a vehicle from start to finish. It truly will be the easiest car buying experience of your life. Schaefer-Danhoff is a family-owned dealership that still does things the old-fashioned way, with old-fashioned values. Serving the area since 1964. View all their inventory at SchaeferDanhoff.com.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt.
Welcome back to Shelby High School, where things are already underway. Second quarter action. As you see on the Ohio Health scoreboard, things are all knotted in at 18. Margaretta with a quick, fast break over the head pass out to the three-point line. Quick start to this second quarter. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett, and Garret, as Margaretta takes it inside and fills it up during the timeout. I mean, this building was going crazy. You would think this was Quicken Loans Arena during the finals, how loud it was getting in here.
This is great to see Storm fans back in the building and getting on their feet for some great Lady Hoops basketball. These teams are very familiar. Margaretta is back-to-back Shelby District champions, and that's no feat for Willard. They were last year's D2 Ashland District champions, so both, they know how to put a ring on their finger.
Both of these teams very elite clubs in the area. As that one falls off target for the Flashes. The story was right there. Sowers tries a three. The offensive rebounding numbers for Willard. Normally Margaretta a great team on the glass, but Willard just had their number. Excellent spin move right there. Puts them in the washing machine. Unable to get it to go, but Margaretta struggling on the glass.
And they struggled at the beginning of that first quarter, but they came back and rebounded in the end of that first quarter as that one touches the top of the backboard, and that will be Margaretta ball. But they struggled to get anything to go in the first half of that first period, and then they went on a 12-0 run to tie this thing up at 18.
Yeah, I mean, it was all Willard there. Looked like they were going to pull away with a huge lead, but then the Polar Bears came roaring back as Schaefer, with that terrific move on the last possession, brings the ball up the court, dishes it off. Margaretta was a little bit urgent, it seemed like, in the first quarter. Now getting it over to Schaefer. She tries a three-pointer. Off-target rebound, almost falls out of bounds, but is eventually collected by the Crimson Flashes. Saw a lot of that, a lot of sloppy passes from Willard in the first quarter, trying to get things under control. Garrett, it is a big game. Maybe nerves playing a factor.
Storm, I think, coming in with these two teams, nerves are kind of hard to come by. They're so used to this spotlight and so used to being in these big situations that both teams so far have come out offensively and kind of dominated. They've had a few miscues and surprise no foul call right there, but nonetheless, Grace Hall gets that one to go for the Flashes.
Margaretta now trying to answer after Willard ties it all up. I believe that was the first lead that Margaretta has had all game. Schaefer drives inside. Gonna get the foul call, much to the dismay of the Crimson Flashes. Is gonna step up to the line for two. Take a look. I don't know, Garrett. That looked like a clean block to me. Doesn't matter, however, as you said, Grace Hall puts that one up and puts it in.
Eliana Schaefer has been taking it to the rack all day long so far and getting rewarded, and she typically does not miss these free throws, and she's an 85% shooter.
Sowers is going to sit down. I believe the foul was on her, as Schaefer steps back up to the line for another free throw attempt. That one falls to give Margaretta a 2-point edge. Been an exciting game of hoops so far, a closely contested ball game as the Flashes leisurely bring things up the court. Now on the right wing, back to the corner, skip pass, gonna be a three-point try on the way, and nothing but net right off the bench for the Crimson Flashes.
Nice shot right there from Savant Sack from deep. Got that one to go, was wide open with the left hand and got it to go for three.
Leibacher has it for Margaretta, drives all the way inside, wanted to travel, gets blocked. Some hand fighting going on down there. Gonna get a foul on Willard. As we take a look at the replay, great court vision to know where teammate was gonna be open there at the top of the key, and excellent shot as that one swished home.
A lot of physical play here, Storm, early in this second quarter. Both teams are going at it. Neither team wants to go home with the L as Schaefer takes it to the cup and can't get it to go.
And Garrett, it's tournament time. You can tell, I mean, it's been physical play for us all the way down as Willard takes a fast break layup and finds the home. But it's been physical play all throughout the tournament. I mean, we've seen some scrappy ball clubs.
Tristan Buurma really not known for her scoring, but today she is getting it done for the Flashes. She's already eclipsed her season average at 6 points a game.
Schaefer has it. Step back three-pointer on the way. Off the back iron and out. Rebound fought for. Gonna say it was a push-off on the Margaretta Polar Bears. Taking a look at the replay once again, brought to you by Schaefer Danhoff. Quickly getting out on the break is Buurma, as you mentioned, not really known for her scoring, but getting it done tonight.
Only averages 5 points a game and 5 rebounds, but today she's been running the floor, and her teammates have been getting her involved. Some great pass from Layla Dials to get them down low to Buurma for easy layups.
Speaking of Dials, she's bringing it up the court once again, swings it over to Stevens. Now back up to Dials, takes a screen, step back, thought about the three, dribbles inside, over to that low block where Willard's been dominant, and they put up a quick drop step, and Margaretta has no answer from the low block.
Tristan Buurma is beasting and feasting down low. Somebody from Margaretta has got to get a body on her because she is unstoppable right now for the Flashes.
Schaefer and the Polar Bears slowing things down on this possession, want to set up a good shot and get something wide open at the rim, taking their time, dribbling inside, another terrific spin move all the way to the cup, a lot of contact, no foul, offensive rebound, kick back out to the three-point line, running hook shot, looking like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with that hook shot, Garrett.
Curious decision right there from Leibacher, but she almost got it to go, Storm, so I think it's a good move.
The hook shot, one of the deadliest moves in basketball, tough to get up and block that. That one just couldn't find its mark on the other end. Willard once again in the low block, gonna turn it over. Great steal on the other end for Margaretta. Schaefer in a 1-on-3 fast break, stops, pops. That one rolls around but won't drop. Another physical rebound, as I believe they're gonna tag Willard with the foul, and the Polar Bears are gonna have the ball out of bounds.
Great rebound right there from Eden Palamo, down low, box out the defender, got the offensive rebound and forced nothing but a foul. So now Margaretta will get another shot to cut into this deficit. The head coach of Willard is going to let the call timeout.
Garrett, I have a question for you. Do you like live and free high school hoops?
That I do, Storm.
Do you like live and free tournament hoops?
Of course I do, Storm.
All righty, well, tonight's high school broadcast is brought to you live and free on the OH Report. Thanks to our generous sponsors, Schaefer Danhoff Dodge Jeep Ram of Willard. Check out their full selection of new and used inventory by clicking on their website link in the bottom of this post. Willard Family Dentistry, individualized comfortable care. Schedule an appointment online at willarddentistry.com. Reinhardt Law Firm, experienced injury attorneys. Get a free evaluation at reinhardtlawfirm.com. Be smart, get Reinhardt. And tonight our scoreboard is presented by Ohio Health. Find out where you can schedule a COVID-19 vaccine at ohiohealth.com. Thank you once again to our amazing sponsors as Schaefer gets in the lane and gets a 2 to go out of the break.
Schaefer's typically the leading scorer for Margaretta, and she's doing so today, already up to 10 points, only 6 away from her season averages. I'm sure she's going to keep trying to pile on these points for the Polar Bears.
Garrett, I know it's only the second quarter, but I am on the edge of my seat. I mean, this one is uber exciting.
These teams definitely know what it means to get to a district final as they're going back and forth. We're going to get a foul call here as Keller took it to the rack and got fouled.
Speaking of the physical play, once again, as we see just a terrific pass, put just enough cheese on that ball to float it up and float it in off the glass. But Garrett, I mean, we've seen a lot of fouls and a lot of foul shots here today.
It's been very physical play, Storm. Both teams are really going at each other and going at each other very physically. There's a lot of elbows being thrown, a lot of swiping down at the ball, but these teams are going back and forth, and this could be a one-point game after this free throw.
Keller puts that one up and puts it home, and it is a one-point game now. Dials, I believe, has been in for the entirety of the first and second quarter so far. She brings it across the midcourt line. Willard trying to set something up on offense, swinging it around the perimeter. Back into the hands of Dials now with 2:15 left to play here in a tightly contested second quarter. Count that bucket and a foul from Stevenson. Able to put that one home from the low block.
McKenna Stevens has been all over the glass tonight for the Willard Flashes. She has been dominating as she is looking to make this her 8th point of the night.
How about the terrific post play from the Willard Flashes? It seems that their game plan coming in was to work that low block as Stevens knocks down the N1 try.
And Margaretta has had the edge over them on the rebounding category, but today they've really been dominating down low. They've been getting offensive rebounds, and when they get the defensive rebounds, they've been pushing the pace and getting easy fast break opportunities.
Schaefer, the team leading in scorer right now with 12 points. Tries to get that one inside to Keller. She does. She dribbles back out. Met with a double team. Gets it back inside. This Crimson defense is swarming and just rips that ball away and is going to have an opportunity on the fast break. Stevens takes it all the way. A Euro step. A little bit of the hee action. Not able to get it to go. Puts that one up off the glass. Is Dials, and it falls on the offensive rebound.
Margaretta has begun the box out because they are getting dominated as Schaefer cues up a 3, and Willard is just manhandling Margaretta on the boards tonight.
Dials all the way the other way, pressing the tempo, loses possession. Schaefer in a run out. Willard trailing behind her, takes it all the way up and takes it. Won't put it in, will get an offensive rebound. And Margaretta stops some of the bleeding.
Huge follow right there from Driscoll down the floor, got the offensive rebound and got it to go for 2 and cut it to a 4-point lead with 1 minute remaining.
Tempo is being slowed down. Dials dribbling around the 3-point line, trying to work it inside. Another turnover. That has been the one thing that is killing the Crimson Flashes. Just a couple of unforced turnovers. Really unfortunate because they have been playing a great game of hoops so far. Palamo has it, swings it over. Polar Bears maybe trying to slow things down, maybe even looking to take the final shot of the quarter as Palamo has it. Swings it over. Leibacher has it, gets it back into the team leader, Schaefer and Garret. It almost sounds like there's a student section over there, but that's just casual fans coming out to watch.
I'm sure Margaretta's going to try to hold for the last shot because Willard, I'm sure those fans are going to erupt if they get a shot at a steal, and that they do, Storm, and they're going to push the pace.
Nightmare turnover for Margaretta. Needed that shot going into halftime. Under 5 to play. Dials has it, takes it inside, puts it up off the glass. No good. Schaefer's going to have it and just dribble it out, and that's going to do it through 2 exhilarating quarters. The Willard Crimson Flashes lead the Margaretta Polar Bears 32-28. Make sure you stick with us through the timeout. Gonna have some halftime stats and the rest of this exciting ball game. But for now, you've been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We deploy our investigators to preserve evidence. We have the courtroom experience to show the insurance companies that we mean business. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt. Contact us at besmartlegal.com.
Schaefer Danhoff Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Willard has the no-hassle environment you want and the selection you need. Whether you are looking for a new or pre-owned, Schaefer Danhoff is the easiest place to buy a vehicle from start to finish. It truly will be the easiest car buying experience of your life. Schaefer Danhoff is a family-owned dealership that still does things the old-fashioned way, with old-fashioned values. Serving the area since 1964. View all their inventory at SchaeferDanhoff.com.
No paywalls, just live sports, exclusively on the OH Report.
Hello and welcome back to Shelby High School, home of the Whippets, where we have an exciting one at the halftime break. The Willard Crimson Flashes lead the Margaretta Polar Bears, 32-28. I know we're in this game right now, but let's take a little trip down memory lane and see how we got here. Willard Crimson Flashes beating the Upper Sandusky Rams. I know we were sad to see our Upper Sandusky Rams go, but Willard moves on. The Cary Blue Devils beat our hometown Crestview Cougars. Hopewell London Chieftains lost to the Colonel Crawford Eagles. And of course, Margaretta beating Winford to advance to the semifinals, where Willard would beat Cary, and Margaretta would beat Colonel Crawford. And now we're here, and now we're going to take a look at some halftime stats. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett for Willard, shooting 13 of 28, 2 of 6 from 3, 4 of 5 from the free throw line with 15 rebounds, 7 turnovers, and 6 fouls for the Margaretta Polar Bears. 9 of 26, 2 of 7 from 3, 8 of 8 perfect from the free throw line with 7 rebounds, 4 turnovers, and 4 fouls. Garrett, it has been an exciting 1 through 2.
These teams are going back and forth. It's a fun one to be a part of. The first quarter, Willard really dominated the first set, and then Margaretta responded at the end of that first quarter, and then it was just back and forth in the second. Both teams going at it. The stat that really sticks out to me is the 8 of 8 for free throw for Margaretta. That's really been the only reason that they've stayed in this game. They struggled to make any field goals. But Willard, at the end of that second quarter, began to turn the ball over a little bit more at a high rate, and Margaretta really pushed back into the game.
I was going to say, the turnovers there had a couple of easy entry passes that just flat out missed the target, which really gave Margaretta some momentum. Through the first quarter, I mean, it was tied, and I mean, it's gearing up to be an exciting finish.
Yeah, if you're watching this game, you definitely want to stay for this one. This is going to be a good finish. Both teams going at it in the D3 district finals today. So Willard dominating on the glass was really another story in the first half. They got 15. Margaretta only has 7 rebounds. And Margaretta usually is a team that dominates on the glass, averaging 33 a game. And Willard coming in really shocking them down low, getting a lot of rebounds, and it's really been Tristan Buurma down low dominating.
As both teams take the floor once again, we're going to take a quick break here on the live stream. Make sure you stick with us for some second half tournament action. But for now, you are watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Hello and welcome back to Shelby High School once again. Garrett, that Willard fan base over there is no joke.
Yes, they've been on their feet for the majority of this game, and it's really been helping Willard when they get the fans up there clapping and get the momentum back on their side. They usually tend to go on runs, and at the end of that second quarter, they went on a little run and took the lead from Margaretta.
I mean, it's like having a student section, but the entire crowd as things are gearing up for the second half. Garrett, it has been a close one. What are the keys for each team to pull away?
Willard needs to continue to dominate on the glass. That's really where they're beating Willard up down low, as Tristan Buurma has really been doing a lot of her damage down low. Swing the ball around, control the glass. If you're Margaretta, they got to get down there and they got to box out Willard, because Willard right now is just dominating. And Willard, they got to continue to play their solid defense. Storm, they got to continue to force some turnovers, but they were forcing some turnovers. So it's really been the complete opposite of what we thought it was going to be. We thought Margaretta's defense was going to be a little bit worse than Willard's, but so far Willard has been dominating.
Keller has the first possession for Margaretta out of the halftime break. Gets it to the free throw line area. Spin move, driving all the way inside. Gonna say it was last touch by Margaretta, much to the dismay of the Willard fan base.
Yeah, Storm, I don't think they agreed with that call, as they are continuing to nag on the stripes down low, but there's a reason they're on the floor, Storm.
What do you think that does? Do you think that makes the refs want to call it more in your favor or less when you have the fans heckling you all the time?
I gotta tend to feel that it begins to nag on a little bit. You might want to switch it up. You might want to call it against them, but I've never been in those shoes, so I couldn't know.
Margaretta off the inbound, still looking for their first score of the half, drive all the way inside. I believe that one was blocked by the Willard Flashes, and this is where they have been deadly in the fast break. Not so deadly right there, as a turnover and then another turnover, so Willard's going to get the ball back, but almost another turnover, and we talked about that a lot as well, is the scrappiness and the physical play and hustle from both these teams in this one.
I believe that is Willard's 16th turnover. They got to cut those out if they want to continue to build on this lead and take this win.
Schaefer has it, the team leading scorer here tonight, and the, I believe, leading scorer throughout the entire season, as Palamo brings it back out, puts on a couple of fancy moves, hands it back off to Schaefer, takes a screen, kicks it over to the right wing, dribbling all the way inside, is going to get fouled, and this is where Margaretta has been putting in work. Through 2 quarters, they were a perfect 8 for 8 from the free throw line, stepping back up again for a couple more.
Don't want to send Margaretta to the free throw line, Storm, because they will actually make you pay for sending them to the free throw line as Leibacher makes her first one. They are now, I believe, 9 for 9 from the free throw line.
And for high school hoops, I mean, it's a little bit hit or miss. You get some teams who are really good at shooting free throws and some teams who are bad. More teams that I would say are on the below the good percentages. So to see Margaretta come out and really take their chances at the opportunity, or take their chances at the free throw line seriously, I mean, that's a good sign.
And it really has helped them. They're 10 for 10 from the free throw line now. It's because they've also struggled from the field, so that is helping them get back into this game as it's only a 2-point advantage for Willard.
Poor Willard got to stop committing so many silly fouls as Sowers tries a 3, and another offensive rebound falls into the hands of the Willard Flashes, but a block right there for Schaefer, and a perfectly telegraphed steal and layup for Willard puts them on the board for the first time in the second half.
Nice steal right there from Sowers, reading the passing lanes, got the steal and took it to the other end for an easy layup as they get a travel on Margaretta on Eisenhower.
Taking a look at the replay, Sowers just perfectly seemed like read the mind of the offensive player, picked it clean, and put it up for an easy layup. Flashes trying to extend their lead to 6 now. Stevens has it, dribbles all the way inside. Wonder if they offer acting classes at Willard, trying to sell that one just a little bit. No foul call, and that's going to be an inbound on the baseline for Willard. Dials has it, gets it over in the corner. Quick three-pointer on the way, and that's how you start a second half. A quick run here for the Crimson Flashes of Willard.
Looking at the stat sheet, Storm, there is not a lot of bad shooters on either side. Grace Hall for Willard just knocked down that 3-point shot, and she shoots a healthy 36% from downtown.
Willard once again getting loud for their team as Margaretta trying to answer. Palamo has it, sneaks it inside, back out to the 3-point line, swinging it around the perimeter. Polar Bears taking their time on this one. Leibacher has it, gets it over to Palamo once again. Palamo takes a screen, Dials right there on her. Palamo looks like she wants the one-on-one, kicks it over to the corner. Schaefer now has it, drives all the way inside, right down Broadway Street, threw up a little bit of a prayer. That one's not going to fall. Crimson Flashes on the break. Dials has it, gets it over to Hall. Back up top, Willard resetting, 3-pointer on the way. Back iron and out. Margaretta able to secure a defensive rebound. Schaefer's going to have a one-on-one down in the lane, takes a couple of steps. No call. Garret, I believe in the first half that would have been a foul, but the refs being a little more liberal with their calling now.
Letting them play as the Willard fan base erupted. They wanted a travel call, but there was definitely some contact down low that really could have went either way, but the refs decided let's just fall it out of bounds and reset and let Margaretta have possession.
Just under 5 left to play in the third. Beautiful entry feed inside, and that one's going to end with an easy layup for Margaretta.
Beautiful assist. Palamo down to Leibacher. Palamo averaging 2 assists a game, and that's one of them. It was a beautiful entry pass down low to Leibacher.
Dials has it, getting it across the midcourt line. Corner 3-pointer on the way, and the Crimson Flashes are red hot to start the second half.
Beautiful stroke right there from Grace Hall from the right corner right there. There was a great setup from the teammate. Nice pass down to Grace Hall as they get a steal, and they're going to push the pace. McKenna Stevens, see if she can finish, and she can, and it's a 10-point advantage Storm.
A huge run out of the halftime break for the Willard Flashes. Margaretta has to call a timeout as they are desperate to stop some of this bleeding. The Willard Flashes cannot be stopped.
exactly what Margaretta needs. Eric Kokendorfer elects to call the timeout, stop some of this bleeding because it is all Flashes and the fans are on their feet clapping. Momentum is beginning to build for Willard. Margaretta's got to get some points here, get some stops because they do not want this to get out of hand too early.
Willard just on a roll. Don't know what the halftime speech was like, but it must have been motivating as they have come out and just roared into the lead, and Margaretta looks completely lost out there on the defensive end.
I believe Margaretta's only had one basket here in the second half. It was that pass down low to Leibacher who had the easy layup, but other than that, it has been all Crimson Flashes from the for the beginning of the second half.
It has been a rough start for the Polar Bears. Called a timeout, looking to slow down some of this momentum here from the Crimson Flashes, but when you have a fan base like that, it's hard to keep the spirits high. Out of the timeout, it is going to be Margaretta ball. Keller, I believe, just checked in, going to inbound it deep into the right corner is Palamo. Back up top to Keller. 10-point advantage for the Crimson Flashes. Keller drives inside. Ooh, flat tire on that layup. Isn't going to get it to fall, but a great steal from Schaefer is going to lead to an open fast break layup. And the Polar Bears now with a little bit of momentum.
Deep on the Cheddar Bank Storm, and Eisenhower's got the cheese. Nice layup right there. Nice feed from Schaefer.
Willard Flashes looking to push this one back to 10 or greater. Some brilliant three-point shooting led to some easy points, as there's some easy points right there. Buurma down low finishes off the glass.
It's just been too easy down low for the Flashes. They've got 3 scorers above 10 points. Buurma, Grace Hall, and McKenna Stevens are all in double digits.
Schaefer puts on the fancy footwork, kicks it out to her teammate. That mid-range jimmy's not going to fly. Dials bringing it up the court for the Crimson Flashes, resetting things, slowing things down. We saw an interior approach in the first half, have been trying to attack from outside. There's a floater in the lane. Another offensive rebound for Willard. Almost a travel, puts it up. Will not put it in, but Willard relying a little bit more on the three-point shooting now.
It's really been Grace Hall. She had back-to-back threes as Leibacher on the other end answers with a 3 of her own and cuts this to a 7-point deficit.
Margaretta refuses to go away, wanting to give the number 1 seeded Willard Flashes a run for their money. This is a big possession right here as Dials kicks it over to Sowers. Thought about the 3, dribbles inside, tried to get fancy with the bounce pass. A little too much for Buurma to handle, and it sails out of bounds. Lady Polar Bears ball.
Margaretta going for a three-peat in the Shelby district. They've been to 4 of these, and they're back-to-back champions. They're going for a three-peat Storm, but right now Willard has got them on the ropes.
Schaefer has it. The primary ball handler here for Margaretta has been running things for the Polar Bears offense. Gets it into Leibacher. She dribbles inside. Took 2 big steps. Willard Flashes wanted a travel. I thought that one was clean. Nonetheless, Margaretta's going to have the ball out of bounds. Schaefer set to inbound on the baseline, looking to get it in deep in the 5 count. Gets it to Keller on the 3-point line. She dribbles inside, decides to kick it back out to Leibacher. Spin move, put her in the blender. Takes a spill and Flashes on the other way. Dials has it, puts on a disgusting crossover and puts that one home for 2.
Beautiful moves right there from Dials. As now she is in double digits. The Crimson Flashes have 4 girls in double digits, and it's hard to beat a team when they got that many scores.
Offensive rebound battled for, going to be out of bounds. Last touch by the Polar Bears. And the Crimson Flashes take possession of the basketball with a big lead. Looking at that replay right there, just an incredible crossover move in the open court where the Flashes have been ever so deadly.
And there's Layla Dials right there bringing the ball up the floor. She had the tremendous move here on the other end, and now she is in double figures. So Willard really trying to slam the door here on the third quarter and put this one away.
A textbook point guard. Dials leads the offense with so much confidence, dishing it to her teammates just like that. Not going to lead to a score right there, but it often does. 2-on-1 fast break for the Polar Bears. Schaefer takes it herself, puts it high off the glass, and in. Schaefer trying to will her team back into this one.
Margaretta Storm will refuse to go away. That is Schaefer's 14th point of today, and she is trying to carry these Polar Bears to victory.
Flashes and dials the other way, dribbling inside, getting all the way to the hoop. Euro step on the way, and that was picture-perfect defense, but even better offense from Dials for Willard.
Layla Dials is dialing up these moves here in the third quarter. She had a tremendous crossover on one of the previous possessions, and right there, Storm went to the he down low and got it to go with the layup.
30 seconds left to play here in the third. Polar Bears need a basket to carry some momentum into the final quarter of action on this matinee matchup. Malo has it, drives it inside all the way to the hoop, puts up a shot, puts that one home! What terrific athleticism for the and one play!
How did Palamo get that one to go, Storm? That touched the top of the glass. Here's the replay. Splits two defenders with the left hand and got the friendly roll, and that is an opportunity for an and one for the Polar Bears.
Completely in awe. That looked like a shot you'd see at a Harlem Globetrotters game, not in a game like this where the lights are shining their brightest. Palamo steps up to the line to try to convert the old-fashioned three-point play and does. Talk about some momentum. 6-point game. Flashes are going to have a chance to answer. It's going to probably be that woman right there. Dials dribbling around the perimeter, turns it over with 2 seconds. Half-court heave, no foul call. Margaretta wanted it, but regardless, that's going to do it here for the third quarter where the Crimson Flashes lead the Margaretta Polar Bears by 6. That's going to do it. Make sure you stick with us for the fourth quarter of action. You are watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Welcome to Shelby High School, where it has been an exciting tournament game so far through 3. If you're just joining us, the Crimson Flashes lead the Polar Bears 48-42. Willard went on a huge run in the third quarter, but the Polar Bears came roaring back to close this one, and they're going to have an opportunity to cut it down even further with that turnover right there from Willard. Storm Bluntschly joined by the illustrious Garret Parlett, and Garret, it doesn't get more fun than this.
It's going to be an exciting finish, Storm, but Margaretta's defense has really kept them in this. They've been struggling to make any shots at the rim, and Willard right there with another turnover. Margaretta is going to turn it over themselves. Not what they wanted to start the fourth period.
That one has to hurt. That was an opportunity to cut it to 4 or less, which would have been a huge swing for Margaretta after the Flashes led by, I believe, over 10 points. Regardless, on the other end, Stevens has it, kicks it over around the perimeter. Back to Dials, who's having one heck of a night. Gets it over to Hall. She's going to try a 3 and extends the lead even further for the Crimson Flashes.
What a shot right there from Grace Hall. She had 2 in the third period, and that will be her third here in the fourth. What a shot as she is leading the Flashes and scoring with 14.
Schaefer with a half spin, puts it up, won't put it in. Battle for the rebound. Somehow Margaretta comes up with it, have it on the three-point line. Back to Schaefer, walks the tightrope of the baseline. back up top, out to the three-point line. Triple try to answer. And oh my goodness, both these teams are red hot.
Margaretta will not go down without a fight. Eisenhower steps back from 3. She's only made 7 all year. Make it 8 as she splashed that one to cut it to a 6-point advantage.
Another triple try on the way off the back iron and out. Rebound battled for, no jump ball, multiple bodies on the floor. Gonna end up calling a jump ball. Possession arrow points towards Margaretta and Garret. What a break here for the Polar Bears.
Heck of an effort from Kylie Liebacker, putting her body on the floor, got the rip away. I thought it was going to be a jump ball initially. Ball got reached around, they dove on the floor, but anyway, it will be a jump ball, and it is Margaretta ball.
Things are getting exciting as Schaefer leads the charge on offense. Another three-pointer on the way. Long rebound falls in the hands of Willard. Outlet pass goes to Dials. She's going to slow things down. The clock is Willard's friend. I know we are pretty early in the fourth quarter. Mid-range try on the way. And that one finds nothing but the bottom of the net from the unlikely hero Buurma.
Haven't seen Buurma step out and knock down a mid-range jumper all day. She's been doing most of her damage in transition, and right there steps out and knocks down the mid-range tray for her 12th point.
Schaefer swings it all the way over to the corner. Post moves back outside. Had the wide open 3. Decide not to take it. Slowing things down. Every basket counts here if you're Margaretta. Trying to claw back into this one. Working it down low, and a costly turnover. Actually is going to end with a timeout for Margaretta. So a smart move right there to call the timeout. Taking a look at the replay. I mean, left her wide open, playing a little bit of the Ben Simmons defense. Can't do that to Buurma. She can step out and knock that one down.
They're kind of daring her to shoot that shot. Strong really not believing in her ability to knock it down, but nonetheless, she stepped out there and knocked it. It was a big shot, too. Makes this an 8-point advantage with 5 minutes remaining. Willard trying to slam the door here, but Margaretta is refusing to go away.
And Willard has been so good. One of the premier programs. When you think of them, it's kind of Willard and Buckeye Central. Those are the two teams you think of. But Margaretta making their case right here as they have stuck with Willard all the way through 4 quarters.
Margaretta, a very dominant program, back-to-back Shelby District champions, as I said before. Their 4th consecutive finals appearance. But Willard Storm is no stranger to these opportunities. They were last year's D2 Ashland District champion, and they lost to Napoleon in the regional final 54-37.
Deep inbounds, Margaretta trying to stop the bleeding here from Willard. Palamo has it, had a huge and one at the end of the third quarter, puts on a nasty crossover, gets all the way into the lane, off the glass, and not enough on that one as Dials once again collects the outlet pass and brings it across the midcourt line. Under 5 minutes, Dials barking out orders to the rest of her team. Has a couple of flashes wide open. Can't leave her open from that spot as most of the time Buurma will make you pay. Another offensive rebound. Thought she stepped on the line. Regardless, Willard puts one up and puts it home and pushes the lead to 10 points.
First double-digit advantage Storm here in this game. Margaretta has got to respond soon because it is under 5 minutes remaining. Going to get a reach-in foul on, I believe that was McKenna Stevens, and she looks like she's shaking up.
Tough collision right there as you take a look at the replay. Beautiful layup. Got some nose bleeding going on. That was a huge hit that both these players took. Stevens been a huge part of this offense. Steps off, obviously. Timeout taken by Willard and Garret. It has been a physical night, and if that doesn't show you right there, then I don't know what will.
Yes, I'm not really sure what happened. I think she went in for the reach and foul and caught an elbow from Schaefer. But really, it has been the Willard Flashes' big 4 tonight. They have got 4 scores in double digits. They got Leah Dials, he's got 12. McKenna Stevens has 12. Grace Hall has 14. And Tristan Buurma has 12. So they've really been dominating. Their scores have shown up tonight, and they're trying to advance to regionals.
And great point guard play from Layla Dials. I mean, that is a textbook definition of a point guard. Takes the ball when necessary, can put it in the hoop, can drive, can shoot the three-pointer, but most importantly for that number one position is be able to orchestrate the offense and pass the ball around.
She usually averages 12 points a game, and that is right where she is sitting at right now, and I'm sure she's got a few assists that she has been dialing up the dishes all day long. So look for Dials to be dialing up those dishes as well the rest of this fourth quarter with 4:26 remaining.
Out of the timeout, it is going to be Margaretta basketball trying to close this gap. Had it to, I believe, 6 points. Willard once again went on another decent-sized run. Margaretta running a stack play out of bounds, gets it in to Schaefer. She brings things up the court. Under 4:30 left to play here in the fourth quarter of our matinee matchup. Schaefer has it, a little bit of post-action. Won't get it to fall. Willard's going to take it the other way. Sowers has it. Gets the outlet pass out to Hall. Margaretta playing a little bit more aggressive on defense, getting up in the half court. Dials leisurely bringing things back out. Sets back up, almost turns it over. Gets it off to her teammate, now back to Dials. She thought about the three. Smart play right there not to take it. Waste just a little bit more of that clock as the Willard fans once again get on their feet. Dials takes the screen, dribbles to her left, all the way in the lane. Another hee-hee on that one, not gonna fall. Another scrappy fight for the rebound. Possession arrow this time points to the Flashes, and Garret, check out the toughness from Stevens, coming back in moments after taking a WWE elbow to the face, able to step back on the court and wants to keep going.
Yeah, Storm, I was watching her on the sidelines getting some treatment from the athletic trainer, and as soon as she was done, she got up and immediately went to the head coach and said, I'm checking back in, and as she is checked back in now, Willard has an opportunity to extend this lead to 12.
Sowers has it. She's taking the offense up across half court. Now dishes off to Dial. She drives inside. Willard completely in milk the clock mode right now, in no hurry to score. Dials kicks it over the three-point line. The dagger! That one's not going to fall. Falls into the hands of Margaretta. I'm going to say it was last touched by Willard. And Margaretta, things are getting dicey. Need to score, I believe, on pretty much every offensive possession here throughout the final 3 minutes to play. Schaefer dribbles inside, trying to put on the moves. Almost travels, puts up a prayer. That one's not going to go. Saved by Keller right in the hands of Dials. She has it now for the Crimson Flashes. 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Willard fans wanted a foul, not going to get it. Dials across half court now into the hands of Sowers. She dribbles inside, hop step back out to Dials. She resets things for the Crimson Flashes. Dribbles to her left, all the way inside. Try to sneak it inside. Dials pretty upset with herself. Knew she shouldn't have made that pass. Regardless, Margaretta's going to have possession.
Margaretta got to get something going. Only 2 minutes remaining, 2:26. Down 10 points. They got to get going.
Schaefer has it, dribbling around, taking it all the way inside. Going to be a foul, I believe, on Willard. Taking a look at the replay. I think he got a little bit of it. Did get the continuation, so that's going to be an and one for Schaefer, and that's exactly what Margaretta needed to get some momentum on their side.
Believe, Storm, that was the right call right there. I believe should have been an and one, and it will be. Schaefer heads to the line to see if she can make it count, and she does. Gets the friendly roll, and that'll be her 17th point.
Margaretta trying to create a turnover in the backcourt. Got to play aggressive defense. Sneaking that one down inside. Fast break layup. And Willard gets another easy layup to go underneath.
That is Buurma's 14th point. It was a beautiful setup from Grace Hall, who was on the three-point line, but Schaefer on the other end answers with a three of her own and cuts this to a 6-point lead.
Big-time players make big-time plays, and Schaefer for Margaretta knocking down a huge three-pointer when the lights shine the brightest.
Storm, Margaretta definitely not out of this game. It is only a 6-point advantage. It has been back and forth all day long, and Schaefer has been carrying the Lady Polar Bears all day long, as now she is up to 20 points.
She has been the one bright spot, for a Margaretta offense who has looked a little cold. I mean, I know Polar Bears usually live in the Arctic, but this Margaretta offense, besides Schaefer, has not been performing very well at all.
They've been struggling. Leibach's had her moments as well as Palamo, but they just all need to piece it together. They need their best 2 minutes of basketball remaining, because their season is on the lines, down 6 points.
It doesn't get any better than this, folks. The final 2 minutes of a huge tournament game. Just 6 points separate these two elite ball clubs. It's going to be an exciting finish. Will Margaretta complete the comeback and close the gap to knock off the #1 seeded Willard Flashes? Or will the Crimson Flashes offense continue to roll and shut the door on the Margaretta Polar Bears? Out of the timeout, it's going to be Flashes basketball. Here we go. Deep inbound and a mental gap, going to be out of bounds. Margaretta still has just a little bit of life as no time ticked off the clock. They're going to have a crack to shorten this lead even further.
Margaretta has all the time in the world. You're really in no rush. You got 2 minutes remaining, and it's only technically a 2-possession game if Margaretta can knock down 2 big threes.
Schaefer set to inbound, deep inbound to the mid-range area. Leibacher has it, takes a spin move, dishes it off to her teammate, and what a finish and what a find from Leibacher. A beautiful assist as Dials has it for the Flashes, slicing and dicing through the defense. Gets it off to her teammate. 3 Polar Bears. Gonna be a timeout called by the Willard Flashes. They're saying that the ref, and I saw it on the baseline, had a foul. Not sure how you make that call if you're on the floor. I would be surprised to see them overrule it, and they don't. The Flashes get a timeout off, and the Willard coaches are fumed.
I'm on the same page as you, Storm. The ref was on the baseline calling the foul, but how can he make that call? He can't really see what's going on over here. The ref that was running behind the guard had the clear as day scene, and he said that the head coach of Willard called a timeout. So I think that is a correct call. Here, and Willard does get a timeout, so they still get the ball. They still get to reset some things, so let's see what they do out of the timeout.
Yeah, I mean, 3 or 4 bodies separated that ref in that play. Regardless, nice to know the ref's congregating and making the right call, despite if there was a foul or not. You know, the one ref had the clear shot at it. His call should rule, and that's what they're going to go with. Willard still not happy. They really wanted that foul call because Margaretta's offense is on fire.
They've come to life here in the past few minutes, getting it done inside. It was a beautiful setup from Leibacher down low for the easy layup. Let's see what Willard does, and it's to Stevens with a beautiful pass and gets that one to go and extends this to 6.
A terrific play off of the inbound for Willard when they needed it most. They got an easy deuce, and Margaretta trying to answer, taking it all the way to the cup, off the glass and out. It's gonna be a foul on Margaretta. Garret, and with a 6-point lead, Willard is going to have possession out of bounds on the baseline. If you're Margaretta, got to get something going here in a hurry.
Palamo had the easy look at the rim, but finished too strong, and Willard got the rebound. Let's see what they can do. Looks like it's going to be a turnover, but Grace Hall saves it.
Some late game heroics here from the Willard Flashes. Another close call, and that one's going to go down as a foul for Margaretta. Garret. Some crazy things are happening. Can Margaretta get a stop right here? The Willard Flashes, all they have to do is hold the ball for a final 116. Inbounded into the backcourt to Dials. She brings it across the half-court line. Getting bothered by the defense. Double team comes, and an early foul here from Schaefer. Looks like it's going to be a free throw shooting contest here. Margaretta still has some fouls to give.
Margaretta got to get a steal here. They so desperately need a basket. Only 1:07 remaining, down 6 points. They need something to go as they almost got a turnover right there, but going to get a foul call on Margaretta.
Garrett, there have been so many close calls with the Crimson Flashes inbounding. I mean, I believe that's the third or fourth steal that that Margaretta should have had, but they just aren't getting them. Willard set to inbound. They inbound deep in the half court. Dials has it now, and they're going to elect to foul her as well. I believe they still have another foul to give before they're shooting, but Garrett, Margaretta's going to have to pray for some misses at the free throw line.
Exactly what they have to do. They got to get a foul here as soon as the Willard player touches the ball. They got to foul immediately.
Giving a lot of opportunity for Dials to waste a lot of clock. She's going to step up to the free throw line. One more foul, and then we're in the bonus. So one more inbound for Willard. I think this is going to be their fourth inbound in a row. Hall has it out of bounds. Looking to get it in backdoor and does. Quick foul there from Margaretta. Now Willard will be shooting 1-and-1s for the rest of the night. Buurma had some big time scores here throughout this one. Gonna step up, try to ice this one over. All they need to do is put home a few free throws, and this will be all but over as Buurma knocks that one down for the first opportunity on the 1-on-1. Still has another one. That one goes as well, pushes the lead even further. Gonna need a miracle from Margaretta. Schaefer has it, quick crossover, driving the lane, finger roll, layup, not gonna fall. No foul here for Willard. And to put the dagger in, a bounce pass to Dials. She puts it up and puts it in. That's gonna push the lead to 10 with under 30 to play. Almost a turnover, falls in the hands of Schaefer. She puts on a crossover, three-pointer on the way. Not gonna fall, rebound pulled down by Margaretta. And Garrett, you gotta think that that last shot from Dials is gonna be the one to put the final nail in the coffin for the Willard Crimson Flashes.
That should be the dagger storm, as Willard's gonna get a timeout call and really let this one sink in. Barring a miracle, this one should be over. Storm 10-point advantage with 28 seconds remaining.
Want to give another quick final shout out to our sponsors tonight, Schaefer Danoff Dodge Jeep Ram of Willard. Check out their full selection of new and used inventory by clicking on their website link at the bottom of this post. Willard Family Dentistry, individualized, comfortable care. Schedule an appointment online now at willarddentistry.com. Reinhardt Law Firm, experienced injury attorneys. Get a free evaluation at reinhardtlawfirm.com. Be smart, get Reinhardt. Tonight's scoreboard is presented by Ohio Health. Find out where you can schedule a COVID-19 vaccination at ohiohealth.com. Thank you very much to all of our sponsors for making this coverage live and free possible. The celebrations have already begun on the Willard Flashes bench as Dials, don't know if you guys caught that, pointed towards the trophy. She is confident that her and her squad can get this one done over Margaretta. They're going to need a miracle and a bunch of baskets here in the late goings of the fourth quarter. Margaretta set to inbound late in the 5 count. Get it down low. That's going to be an easy 2-pointer. Going to need a few more of those to get back into this one. Quick foul, and Dials now going to try to put home a couple more free throws with just over 24 to go in the fourth. Dials and this Willard Crimson Flashes squad has had an excellent outing tonight. Their offense has been completely dominant and super brilliant, spearheaded by Dials, as you see on the screen. Dials trying to extend it to 9 and does. Has one more opportunity. Coaches for Willard telling their girls, get back, don't give up any three-pointers. Dials with a chance with ice in her veins, puts up the final shot and puts it in. Margaretta and Schaefer the other way with 20 seconds left to go. Three-point line in the corner, now back out to the left wing, 15 seconds. Margaretta's got to score quickly all the way in the lane. Another block here for Willard, somehow kept alive by Margaretta. Bring the ball around the court. Schaefer, step back three. Off target and with under 5 to go. That one's going to be a foul. 2 shots are going to come up at the opportunity, at the free throw line, but I believe they're going to be in vain as the Willard fans are on their feet because they know that they have just taken the lead in the series over Margaretta and have put this one home.
Big time win here for Willard. They're going to be back-to-back district champions. This time back in D3. They won it last year in D2 Ashland district as Linebacker makes a free throw, but that really shouldn't matter at this point. 3 seconds remaining. All Willard has to do is dribble this one out, and it will be a win, and they will be heading to regionals.
Difficult to repeat, but especially when you're in a totally new, unfamiliar territory, all Willard has to do is dribble this one out, and they will. The celebration starts. Your Willard Flashes have won the Shelby District title. And that is going to do it here through 4 quarters of play. The Willard Crimson Flashes knock off the Margaretta Polar Bears. For now, you have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.
At Willard Family Dentistry, we are committed to providing our community with individualized, informative care. We take the time to get to know you and help you understand your oral health to make sure we help you achieve your healthiest, most brilliant smile. Whether you are due for a cleaning or are interested in cosmetic treatments, you are in good hands with the team at Willard Family Dentistry. Call or visit them online to book your appointment today.
Who's got your case? Be smart. Get Reinhardt. If you get hurt, we get you back in the game. We deploy our investigators to preserve evidence. We have the courtroom experience to show the insurance companies that we mean business. We know that getting the job done is what matters. Be smart. Get Reinhardt. Contact us at besmartlegal.com.
Schaefer Danhoff Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Willard has the no-hassle environment you want and the selection you need. Whether you are looking for a new or pre-owned, Schaefer Danhoff is the easiest place to buy a vehicle from start to finish. It truly will be the easiest car buying experience of your life. Schaefer Danhoff is a family-owned dealership that still does things the old-fashioned way, with old-fashioned values. Serving the area since 1964. View all their inventory at SchaeferDanhoff.com.
No paywalls, just live sports, exclusively on the OH Report.
fanfare has started here at Shelby High School, where the Willard Crimson Flashes were victorious over the Margaretta Polar Bears. The net cutting, has started already. Garrett, we saw a bunch of these last night during our highlights. We're seeing another one today. We're going to see another one tonight. How special of a moment is it to get up there on that ladder, hoist those scissors, and hold up your part of the net in victory?
It's great to see because they always get to take that net home, and they'll always be a part of that. They're a part of history, to say the least. You know, they take that back to their school, and they put that trophy in the trophy case. When you go back to that school when you're, an adult and you're older, and you get to say, I was a part of that team. I was a part of history. We went and won the Shelby District for D3, and it was a big-time win for Willard today, man. I mean, it was a huge victory between Layla Dials, who had 16, McKenna Stevens had 14, Grace Hall had 14, and Tristan Buurma had 16. They combined for 60 of Willard's 65 points, so it was a big win today for the Flashes.
And Garrett, Willard, such a historically good program, both on the boys and girls basketball side of things. I know they had an excellent team on the boys side for the past 2 years, but this girls team, historically has just been the program to beat around here.
They're usually always playing for districts and sectional final. Storm is today. They will hoist another trophy to put in their trophy case today, beating rival Margaretta, who they played in their own conference. So what a conference the Sandusky Bay Conference is. Both teams representing this area coming in today. They split the season series, but today Willard is victorious in a close one.
Garrett, it really was the stellar defense, as we mentioned, from the Flashes, making big-time steals and blocks when it mattered, really not letting Margaretta get things done. Truly was an exciting one here at Willard. We have a player of the game here. It's been a little chaotic with all the fanfare and things going on, but I believe we're going to return to normality as we have our player of the game stepping in to the limelight right about now, waiting for the cameras and everything to get set up, as that net is just getting ready to fall down, and the rest of it does come down. One little string left up there gets pulled down from the Willard Flashes. Not only a terrific game, but what a terrific season. As both teams still celebrating, and now standing courtside is our player of the game. I know you had a busy night tonight taking care of business. Our player of the game, brought to you by Reinhardt Injury Attorneys, is Tristan Buurma. Had a ton of points tonight in a very special night here at Shelby. Just what are the emotions going on right now? What's going through your head as all these things kind of settle down?
It's just crazy. I love my team so much, and we work so hard every day, and this is just so surreal, especially because we tied for them. We won once and they won once during regular season, and this was really, to us, this was just to come back, and this was the SBC game. We wanted to get back so bad. We have so much respect for them, but it was just, we put everything into this game. We were so well prepared. Coach Fall had us prepared. We knew what we needed to do. We got it done. We were really excited.
Back-to-back district titles. You have to be an elite ball club to do that. What's it mean to be a part of this team who is just so good?
It just doesn't, I wouldn't say it feels like that. It just feels like, I'm so close to my team. I love them so much. I do this, I play for them. We play for each other. It's a family. It's an honor to get to play with these girls, and I love them so much. And right now with this time going into regionals, it's just you get one more practice. Pushing, you just got to keep going, and it's exciting.
Dropped in 16 points tonight a lot of the Willard offense was firing on all cylinders. Like I said, you had 16. Was the game plan to go through you, or did the ball just kind of bounce your way?
No, well, we knew that last game they focused a lot on number 13, Kenna, and so I knew that I was going to be left open, and you know, they left me open a lot, and that was the game plan partially. I mean, I wasn't expecting that, but.
Speaking of game plans, took a big win tonight, but there's always another game to be played. What's the plan going forward?
Just trusting each other, just play with all our hearts. We just gotta keep going, trusting each other. It's important just to, you know, not get so caught up. Just play the game, just have some fun with heart.
Alrighty, thank you very much and congratulations. Enjoy the rest of today. You have a lot of Saturday, I believe it is, left. So
Yes.
go out and enjoy this big win. Congratulations and thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
That was once again our player of the game, brought to you by Reinhardt Injury Attorneys, getting Garret Parlett back into the booth. Garret still, even after this huge win from Willard, a lot of high school hoops left to be played.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to the game we have tonight for another district final. We got Seneca East up at Willard facing Buckeye Central, the powerhouse. We're going to see if Buckeye Central is truly the powerhouse that they say they are, playing their conference rival in the N10, Seneca East.
Want to take a look at the final stats here for today. It was an exciting one. Willard 26 of 52 with 5 of 15 on threes, 8 of 9 from the free throw line, 27 rebounds, 15 turnovers, and 12 fouls. Margaretta shooting 19 of 52 from the field, 5 of 15 from 3, 13 of 14 from the free throw line, 10 rebounds, 10 turnovers, 12 fouls. As we take a look at the final stats, Garret rebounding really did a number for Margaretta.
And that is such a surprising statistic. Storm coming in, Margaretta usually dominated the board, sitting at 33 a game, but tonight Willard reversed that call and they dominated with 27. It was a 17-point advantage in favor of Willard, and Willard shot 50% from the field. That is an incredible number. It is hard to beat a team when they got that much scoring going on. They had 4 girls who added up to 60 of Willard's 64 points, so just a dominating performance from the Lady Flashes.
It's almost like an Ashland stat line down there with Eli White and Luke Denbo. They normally, score all their points, but Willard plays some great team basketball for Margaretta. I mean, they just really couldn't get anything done against the Flashes defense.
It was really hard for Margaretta in the second half. Really, that fourth quarter, at the end of the quarter, they couldn't get anything to go, and Willard's defense really ramped it up and forced a few Margaretta turnovers. They had 10 throughout the game, so Margaretta, they'll bounce back, a very elite ball club. They're used to Willard, and Willard is used to them, so it was a very fun game to be a part of, and shout out to Willard, man, for the D3 district finals.
See the pictures being taken there down on the far end. Hate to see this one end, but we have another game we got to get to tonight. Got some thank yous I want to get out of the way. Thank you very much, Garret Parlett, for hanging out in the booth with me for a little bit, being one of my best friends, of course, and doing my color commentary. Thank you so much, Adam Thompson, for providing the amazing graphics you all see, the tournament brackets, the scoreboard, everything like that. Thank you so much to Zach Fraley and Mason Neese for locking it down on the camera. Thank you so much to Spencer and Austin for being the wonderful statisticians. And one big last thank you to the sponsors tonight for making all this coverage able to be brought to you live and free. Schaefer, Danhoff, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram of Willard. Check out their full selection of new and used inventory by clicking on their website links on the bottom of this post. Willard Family Dentistry, individualized comfortable care. Schedule an appointment online at willarddentistry.com. Reinhardt Law Firm, experienced injury attorneys. Get a free evaluation at reinhardtlawfirm.com. Be smart, get Reinhardt. And finally, tonight's scoreboard is presented by Ohio Health. Find out where you can schedule a COVID-19 vaccination at ohiohealth.com. Thank you all so much for tuning in and watching. That is going to do it here for Shelby, or at Shelby High School, excuse me. But for now, you have been watching High School Hoops live and free on the OH Report.